As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So BYU's offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Gonna look downfield again. Unloads it left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Meadows. Fires to the big fella. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
A strike downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pass interference. Defense.
How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Meadows. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Oh, he's got some space. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Moving away from pressure. Got his man. And he's knocked down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Meadows. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Brewer. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. He wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, they blocked the kick. He's got the ball. That one's live.
Yeah, and those field goal blocks, when you get that penetration right up the middle, the quickest point, right to the kicker. You can't go through the center because you can't touch the center with his head down, but a nice job getting some penetration, getting their hands up in the air and getting the block.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off-play action on 1st down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Meadows. A little screen to the running back. At the 35, he's open. Running through contact. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Out of the end zone. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gets the back moving. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Booker. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. They'll make those contested catches.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On target to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
He leaves it with his back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield very late in the half. Into the house. Touchdown, Cougar!
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Meadows. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the left. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
The Canes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Meadows. Wide open downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always
Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 29 over Washington State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The hand to the running back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Meadows. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The short hands, it's Preston. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And remember, he's already had one blocked in this game. Absolutely perfect. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job of that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Meadows. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. One for two on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Watch the right defensive end. Get there so fast. Rush the passer. Get to the quarterback. Get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. That's caught. It's Preston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, third and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And this one splits the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks.
Lots of room to run. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Meadows. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yards.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Miami.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll go with a direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 40. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Breaks into the open. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Hauls it in. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Canes are marching down the field. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got his man. Touchdown, Canes! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And obviously the offense is in a difficult position here, and you're asking a lot from them. They're down by a touchdown, not a lot of time on the clock, deep in your own end, but this is something that you're trained for. Coaches always put their offense in this situation in practice leading up to the big game. It takes timing, it takes execution, but that is something this offense is ready to do.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. On target. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, and walk out with a W.